Okay. All right, can this witness be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, thank you for spending your time with us today. You're excused. That means if you want to stay and watch, you can, but you don't have to. Ready with your next witness?
Statement called Chris McCord.
Yes, I can't see what's in front of me. Can you? The room right in front of me? Okay, thank you.
Trying to face me right now. You swear affirm the testimony you give in court and the truth, the whole truth forever. Yes. Go ahead and have a seat and enter the mic, state and spell your name for the court.
Christopher McCord, CHRISTOPHER, MCCORD.
Good afternoon, Mr. McCord. How are you?
I'm fine.
How old are you, sir?
I am 47 years old.
And are you, what area of town do you live in?
I live in Southeast Atlanta, which is right off of University Avenue.
And how long have you lived in that area?
18 years.
And so are you familiar with the area of University and Pryor?
I am.
And that's Fulton County?
That is Fulton County.
And do you recall the summer of 2020?
I do.
Can you kind of explain to ladies and gentlemen of the jury kind of what was the climate of that particular area in the summer of 2020?
A lot of unrest. There was a gentleman that unfortunately had a situation with Atlanta Police Department. A lot of folks were riding in that area at the time.
And is that an area that you utilize to go to and from your home?
It is.
During that time of unrest, were you utilizing that area to go and come?
In some instances, yes.
And during that time of unrest, was there any police presence in the area?
Low, unfortunately.
You said low?
Yes. Wish we had a little bit more support.
And when you say rioting, what type of rioting was going on in the area?
Once again, our Wendy's was burnt down. There was also some heavy crowds that were there at that Wendy's as well, and some individuals that were also shot before in that area as well.
Was that prior to or subsequent to the Wendy's being burnt down that individuals were shot in that area?
Prior.
And was that prior to the 4th of July?
It was.
Do you recall how many shooters were in the area at that time?
I know of at least one or two. I don't recall all of them.
Did you observe anything that appeared to be, let's start with the date, June 12th of 2020? After that date, were there festivals going on in the area?
No.
Did you observe during that time individuals with guns in that area between June 12th of 2020 and July 4th of 2020?
Yes.
About how many times did you observe individuals with guns in that area?
At least once or twice.
And I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 30A. Do you recognize what's in State's 30A? It's been previously shown to council.
Yes, I recognize that area.
And is this the area that we've been talking about?
Yes, it is.
And does it fairly and accurately depict the area of University and Private?
It does fairly.
Stated as the State's 30A in the women's evidence.
Is it demonstrative?
No, just for evidence purposes.
Okay, it's admitted. And you said that is
30A, Your Honor.
30A? Okay.
And may it be published, Your Honor?
Yes. If you need to move to see it, feel free to move around as you need to.
Ms. McCord, I'm going to ask you to step down for us, if you can.
Sure.
When you would travel to and from your home in this area, can you kind of point to, ladies and gentlemen, the directions that you would take?
I traveled down 54 and around to the bend, and then my house is right on the other side of the high school.
When you, 54, what, is that come off a particular highway here in Atlanta?
Yes, that's the state highway.
Okay, what highway is it?
54.
Besides the ramp, do you come off of a ramp?
Oh,
to the
yes,
highway?
I do. I come off of University Avenue.
Off of which, you got 285, 75, 20, which highway would you be utilizing to get off from that exit?
I would typically be traveling southbound on 75, 85.
Okay. And did you happen to be in that area on July 4th of 2020?
I was
And what was going on that day for you? We all know it was 4th of July. What were you doing that day?
celebrating
Okay. Were you celebrating at home or somewhere else?
somewhere else.
And about what time did you leave your home?
I had left my home several days before that, so it should have been July the 2nd or so.
Okay. When you left your home on July the 2nd, did you travel on University Avenue?
I did.
Okay. And which way were you coming from your home on University Avenue?
I would have been coming, that's going to be eastbound, which is past the Wendy's, BP, and then the highway entrance is here to the right-hand side.
So when you would be coming from your home, the Wendy's would be on your right-hand side?
That's correct.
And during that time, July 2nd, I believe you said, were there any barricades or cones located on University Avenue?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Did you observe any individuals out in that area as you traveled from your home?
It was a low amount of individuals at that time.
Can you kind of describe what that looked like for you?
Typically, there's individuals that will hang here at the corner of the Chevron. Maybe a little bit of foot traffic at the BP, but that is typically it.
Was it still that unrest kind of environment that you talked about earlier?
Not on that day, no.
And at some point, did you return home?
I did on July 4th.
About what time was it that you returned home on July 4th?
Based off my knowledge, is probably around 9:30, 10 o'clock.
And when you were returning home, which way of travel did you take?
Once again, came off the highway, southbound. I made a left-hand turn to get on 54, and I'm sure that I was probably on the right-hand side at that time, and continued on until I couldn't anymore.
Okay, and you can have a seat, thank you, sir. And you said you, you said until you couldn't anymore. Did something occur that impeded your ability to continue on to your home?
Yes, there was a gentleman that stepped in front of my vehicle with a long gun.
Let me ask you, when you made that left on University Avenue, did you see any barricades or any cones at that time?
I did not.
Do you recall what the gentleman looked like that approached your car?
It was a light-skinned black male.
Light-skinned black male?
Correct.
Do you recall anything about the clothing at all?
I do not recall anything about what he had on.
And I think you indicated that he had a long gun.
That's correct.
Was that the only individual that you observed that had a gun?
At that time, yes.
And I want to, State's Exhibit 2 that's already been tendered, Your Honor. I'd ask that State's Exhibit 2 be published with just the raw video footage from the All-American Liquor Store.
So that's from this morning, but you're just using the raw footage?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objection? That part's been admitted. Wait, who's handling this?
I will, Your Honor.
He's handling that portion from this morning.
Okay.
So, my particular issue is that USB drive has a bunch of different surveillance from a bunch of different locations on it. Which part do they plan on playing with him? That's the issue, because this isn't separated. This is all a bunch
I'll
together.
repeat. The portion that came from the All-American Liquor Store.
Raw
Raw.
footage.
The raw footage from the All-American Liquor Store.
The unedited, we have no objection to that, Your Honor.
Okay.
Was anyone else in the car with you as you were traveling home on the 4th of July?
Yes, my wife.
And what's your wife's name?
Her name is Samantha McCord.
Who was driving?
I was.
And where were y'all coming from?
Once again, celebrating 4th of July. It was 5 years ago, so I'm not quite sure if I remember which type of celebration we were at.
And you indicated that an individual approached you with the long gun. Did you recognize that individual at all?
I did not.
I'm going to show you, you can look at the screen that should come up. Do you recognize one of those vehicles in State's Exhibit 2 as the vehicle that you were driving?
Yes.
If you could tap that screen and circle it, if you tap the screen in front of you, it should, allow you to make a circle around your vehicle. Tap the little heart.
You want to help him?
Mr. Biden, let me know.
There you go.
And what type of vehicle was that you were driving?
That's my family vehicle, Nissan Altima, 2-door.
And as you approached this area, had you seen the gentleman with the long gun approach you at that time?
He approached me right a little bit further out of view, once again hindering my ability to continue down.
So that's you traveling towards further up University.
That is correct.
And after you passed that point is when you encountered the individual with the long gun.
Yeah, it's just out of screen, but once again, that's one of the main reasons why I stopped in the first place and was not able to continue down.
Besides that gentleman with the long gun, did you observe anyone else that had a long gun?
No.
And what side of the vehicle was that individual with that long gun standing?
He was standing right in front of my vehicle.
In front of your vehicle?
Yes.
And did you continue on through the barricades? Well,
I was.
past the gentleman?
I couldn't. He was standing in front of the vehicle. Yeah.
And if you could turn your attention back to the screen.
Sure.
If you could double tap the screen, Mr. McCord, where that red circle is, so it'll move.
Double tap.
Is that your vehicle that's approaching on the top left-hand side?
It's on the right-hand side, but yes.
And is that you moving on that further up as you described to us before?
Yes.
Further up University?
Yes.
What happens when you get past the camera viewpoint that day?
I had a few words with the gentleman and asked him to eventually allow me to turn around. His biggest thing he said to me was that I was being disrespectful. And I told him that I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but if you'll allow me to turn around, please.
Where was that weapon that you mentioned earlier at that time when you were having this, was it a conversation like you and I are having right now?
I would say that it's not like you and I are having right now. So definitely a little bit more, what would be the right word?
Were you using
I
your
guess
outside voice?
I was using my outside voice. Yes, that's correct.
About how long did that interaction occur?
It was several seconds. It wasn't long at all.
What was that individual doing with, or where was that handgun at the time that y'all were having this interaction?
It was a long gun.
Where was it at? Was it down by the side? Was it up? Like, how were they holding it?
It was in his hand.
Okay. What direction was it pointed?
As he stepped up, during our interaction, it was pointed at my face.
At your face?
Yes,
And where was your wife at that time?
she was in the passenger seat.
Were you still seated in your vehicle at the time of that interaction?
I stepped out to have a conversation with the gentleman.
You stepped out of your vehicle.
Correct.
What side of the vehicle did you get out of?
Driver's side.
And where was that individual? Were they still at the front of your vehicle?
Yes.
Did they ever move any closer to you besides being at the front of your vehicle?
No.
When you say the front of your vehicle, was it dead center of your vehicle or closer to the driver's side or the passenger side?
From my recollection, it was dead center.
And did you see any other individuals at that time with firearms?
No.
And you said during this time, y'all were still down there, correct?
We were still down where?
Down, further down University.
Yes.
Okay. And now in states number 2, is that your vehicle coming back up?
It is because I asked for the turnaround.
And were you allowed to turn around?
He did allow me to turn around.
And where are you going now?
I'm doing a turnaround to head back to my house, but through a different direction.
What direction were you then going to head to get home?
I would be traveling down Pryor Road at that time.
Did you stop in that parking lot to your recollection for any period of time?
Not to my recollection. Once again, 5 years ago, I'm not quite sure.
Do you see a gentleman with a handgun in State's Exhibit number 2?
I do now. That night, I did not see that gentleman.
And if you could tap the screen, hopefully it works this time, and circle the individual that you see with the gun.
Once again, at this time, but I wasn't aware of him being there. After conversation with the detective, I realized that there were guns pointed at me, but at that time, I did not.
So the only time that you recall a gun being pointed at you is when you had that interaction outside of the camera view with the individual with the long gun, the light-skinned gentleman with the long gun.
That's correct.
Okay. Is that the gentleman that you had the interaction with? Does it appear to be that individual that you had the interaction with down outside of the camera view?
Not quite sure. To my recollection, I'm not sure.
Do you see other individuals with guns at this point?
I do now, but that night I did not.
And could you tap the screen again and circle the next individual you see with the gun?
I see this individual at this time, but not that night.
And when you say that individual, can you describe what that individual appears to be wearing?
I can't make it out. But it looks like blue jeans, or at least white jeans, maybe.
You can pause it. Do you see any other individuals with a gun?
I do now, but that night I did not.
And if you can probably try to clear out those other circles and then circle that individual that you see?
I see this gentleman here with the gun, and it looks as if there's one more person right to his left-hand side, or right-hand side, I'm sorry.
Does that person appear to be the person that you had the interaction with outside of camera?
No.
Mr. McCord, do you own a firearm?
I do.
What type of firearm do you own?
I carry a .380.
Did you have your 380 on you that evening?
I'm an ex-police officer, so yes.
Do you have a license for your 380?
I do.
Oh, can you tap this to previous one? Can you pause it for a second? Is that your vehicle pulling back into the parking lot of the liquor store?
Yes, after being allowed to turn around.
And I understand it was 5 years ago, but is that you stopping in the parking lot, although you may not recall it today?
It is me.
Are you the individual that's getting out of the car?
Yes.
Do you know who you're talking to at that point?
I do not recall. That was 5 years ago.
At this point, are you able to see those other individuals that we saw in the previous video approaching with those weapons as we saw?
I don't recall.
Who's this getting out of the vehicle?
That's my wife.
In what direction are y'all headed at this point?
We're going to make a left-hand turn onto Pryor Road. Once again, going another direction to get home, because I was denied the opportunity to go my usual route.
At this point, do you see individuals that's in the video going towards that same direction?
I do now, but on that night, I did not know.
Now, at this point in the video, how many people do you see pointing guns in the direction that you and your wife are traveling?
It looks to be at least 3, if not 4 individuals.
Can you circle those individuals?
Can't tell if this gentleman up at the top has a weapon, but at this time, this gentleman looks like that gentleman, and I'm not sure, but maybe this gentleman as well.
Now, the gentleman in the bottom, can you please describe what he is wearing?
At this time, he has on a yellow shirt and purple gym pants.
I'm sorry, the gentleman with the firearm.
The first one I circled is wearing all black here.
And the second one?
Second one is that a red shirt and blue jeans.
And are you able to tell what type of weapon that is that he's pointing in your direction?
At this time, it looks like a long rifle. Potentially could be a AK-47 or AR-15, potentially. Once again, can't make it out. It's kind of blurry.
Do you recall if that is the individual that you encountered further up on the university that was out of view?
I do not recall. That was 5 years ago.
And at the top of the screen, do you see the gentleman with the white shirt on?
I do see a gentleman with a white shirt on.
Are you able to tell whether or not he has a weapon?
It looks as if he's pointing a weapon.
If you could just circle for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you could circle that person.
I've already circled him.
I'm sorry, the one with the white shirt on.
Yes, I've already circled him.
That's what about the other one in the furthest view, that going towards Pryor Street? Do you see that individual with the white shirt on?
Once again, I can't make it out, but it looks like that gentleman may or may not have a weapon, but he does have a white shirt on and blue, looks like black jeans or black long pants. But once again, it's too blurry for me to make out whether he has a weapon on him or not.
Are you able to see that gentleman that we spoke about that was at the top corner, closer to Pryor now, a little bit clearer?
I can't make him out, no. And now that he's coming closer into the camera view, it looks as if that is a long gun.
And if you can try to tap that screen again and take the circles off.
Am I going to hit X?
I'm gonna just have Mr. Biden come sit next to you.
We're spending a lot of time together. Only thing I ask is you don't sit in my lap. Okay, all right, that's good.
At this point, have you and your wife left that parking lot area?
Yes, it looks as if we've made our left-hand turn to continue down Pryor Road and go to Slater Elementary, where I made a left-hand turn to go home.
Did you make it home?
I did make it home, thank goodness. Once again, unbeknownst to me, I had no idea that many weapons were pointed at us.
When you got home, what did you do, if anything?
Of course, I had a yelling match with my wife, and then I picked up the phone and called 911.
I want to back up for you. In that moment, when you're outside the camera view and you're having that interaction with the light-skinned male with the long gun, what's going on in your head? What are you thinking? How are you feeling?
I'm thinking safety mode for me and my wife.
Once you get home, you said you got home, you and your wife. Was your wife upset with you?
She was not upset with me. I think it was more so of a...
I'm going to object to speculation, Your Honor.
Okay.
It's sustained. You can ask a question differently.
You indicated that you and your wife got into, I don't want to put words in your mouth. What happened with you and your wife when you got home?
Interaction between us, we love each other. It wasn't necessarily crying per se, but definitely more of a, so glad that we got through that. And then once again called 911.
And were you able to get through to 911 immediately?
It took a little bit of time, but I was able to get through to an operator at some point.
At some point, did you learn about the death of Secoriea Turner?
I did, but it was several days later.
How do you recall learning about Secoriea Turner's death?
I recall looking at the news and finding out about her death, and then knowing that we came through that way at that time.
And do you recall about what time it was that you were coming through that area?
I believe, once again, that was 5 years ago, but I believe it was 9:30 to 10 o'clock-ish.
And at some point, did you ever speak to the police about you and your wife having guns pointed at you and the interaction that you had with the light-skinned male with the long gun?
I, once again, did not see the second interaction. I was when I got a chance to talk to a Detective Shepard that I learned that there were individuals that were pointing guns at me as we were driving away.
Do you recall seeing a press conference held by a person of interest a few days after the killing of Secoriea Turner?
Several days later, yes.
And did you talk to Detective Shepard about what you had observed after seeing that press conference?
Well, I mean, it wasn't connected in my opinion, but yes, I did have a conversation in reference to what I saw that night. I didn't necessarily intermingle that information into the conversation with Detective Shepard.
Do you recall having a conversation with Detective Shepard and indicating that you recognize?
Objection leading.
Can you rephrase?
Do you recall having a conversation with Detective Shepard about anyone that may have been involved in the incident between you and your wife and the individuals with the long guns out there in connection to that press conference that you observed?
Not from the press conference, no.
From anything else?
Once again, my conversation with Detective Shepard was mostly about what happened that night.
Were you ever able to make an identification of the individual that held that gun to you that night?
In reference to my conversation with the detective, yes,
And what was that conversation?
that it looked like the gentleman from the press conference.
That the person in the press conference looked like the gentleman that had held you at gunpoint?
That, yes, that is correct. That had the long gun and impeded me from going further down University Avenue.
Nothing further.
Cross-examination?
Very briefly. In your interaction with Detective Shepard, did he ever show you a lineup of multiple individuals?
He did not.
Did he ever offer you an opportunity to just come to the station and look at multiple individuals?
He did not.
So your interaction was you saw somebody on TV and said, that could possibly be the guy, correct?
No, I identified a light-skinned male that had a long gun that night.
Right. But as you sit here today, you don't have any independent recollection of that person you saw, correct?
5 years ago, no.
And as you sit here today and you describe that second interaction, you never was aware that there was a second interaction. Isn't that correct?
That is correct.
And isn't it correct that when you got out of your vehicle, you had your gun in your hand, correct?
Safety mode, yes.
Safe mode?
Yes,
What is safe mode?
to keep my wife protected, yes.
Is safe mode a feature on a gun, or I don't know what do you mean by safe mode?
I went into safety mode automatically.
And by you going into safety mode automatically, you had your gun in your hand, correct?
Yes,
And as you watch that video, in response to you getting out that car with the gun, multiple people aimed their guns at you, correct?
based off what the video says. Once again, it was unbeknownst to me that those weapons were pointed in my direction.
You know what a bounty hunter is?
I do not.
You don't know what a bounty hunter is?
You mean a TV show or in reference to an individual?
A person, the job title bounty hunter.
Yes, I know what a bounty hunter is. Yes, that is correct.
And they typically do what?
They chase down individuals.
And they sometimes wear all black, correct?
Yes, I've seen bounty hunters in all black before.
And in that video, as you saw it from different angles, you saw individuals wearing all black, didn't you?
I saw one individual wearing all black.
And that one individual in all black had a long gun, isn't that correct?
Based off the video, that is correct. But there were also other individuals with long guns as well. Once again, unbeknownst to me that those weapons were pointed at me that night.
And when you drove and stopped and parked your car, at that time when you drove and parked your car and got out with your gun in your hand, there were no individuals at your car, correct?
No,
And you don't have an independent recollection of that right now? That is just based on what you see on the video?
no, it's not based off what I saw in the video.
So you have an independent recollection of that, correct?
Once again, I was unaware that those individuals pointed weapons at me that night, and it was 5 years ago. But yes, in the video, it's once again so glad that we made it through that.
At the time of this interaction, did you ever describe anybody wearing a red shirt?
To the detective?
Yes.
No.
Thank you, sir. I have no more questions for you.
Any redirect?
Just a few. But in this video, you can see a gentleman with a red shirt and light jeans pointing what you would appear to be an AR-15 at you
That is correct.
in the direction that you and your wife were tracking.
Based off the video, that is correct.
And it wasn't just individuals in all black that had guns that night, correct?
Based off the video, that's correct.
There was an individual with a white shirt on with a gun,
Based off the video, that is correct.
another individual with a white shirt on and black pants that had a gun too.
Based off the video, that is correct.
And I'm not sure if you could tell that gentleman that did have on all black. Were you able to tell the complexion of his skin at all?
I could not, once again, I was unaware of those individuals pointing weapons at me that night.
So when you talked about a light skinned man with all black on, it wasn't that individual that was pointing that gun.
No, not that individual in all black, no.
And prior to you pulling out your weapon for your wife's safety and your safety, had a gun been held to your head?
Yes, my initial interaction when I begged the individual to please let me turn around. He told me I was being disrespectful, and I said, well, I'm not trying to be disrespectful if you'll just allow me to turn around. And he did allow that to happen. I believe I made at least 2 or 3 requests, but eventually he allowed me to turn around.
Was that a traumatic event for you and your wife?
Yes, of course.
Any requests?
One question. So this light-skinned individual in all black, he never hit you or anything, did he?
I did not say he had all black, but he didn't. No, he did not hit me, no.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay, can he be excused?
Yes, he can.
All right, sir, thank you for being here with us. You're excused, so that means you can stay and watch the trial if you'd like to, or you can leave. Ready with your next witness?
Yes, Your Honor. The state of Georgia will call Samantha McCord to the stand. That's yours.
Turn and face me, raise your right hand. Do you swear to affirm the testimony you give to the court that the truth, the whole truth, so help you?
Yes.
Go ahead and have a seat, and it's in my state, spelling in the court.
My name is Samantha McCord, SAMANTHA
Good afternoon, Ms. McCord. How are you doing today?
I'm okay.
Ms. McCord, how are you employed?
I currently work for myself, and I am an event manager.
And what area do you reside in? I'm sorry?
Event manager.
Oh, I'm sorry, hold on one second.
No, I was asking while the video was showing the track.
Oh, okay.
Video from the last witness.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Go ahead, sorry about that.
And what area do you reside in?
I reside in historic South Atlanta
Okay, and how long have you lived in that area?
for about 10 years.
Okay, and does that area include streets such as University and Pryor Avenue?
They would not consider it to be a part of that area, but it is right there on the cusp connected to it.
Okay, so how far is University and Pryor from where you reside?
Less than a mile.
Less than a mile, okay. And do you normally travel on University?
Yes.
Okay. Who is Christopher McCord?
He's my husband.
And how long have you been here?
We've been 7 years, going to be 8 years at the end of this month.
Okay, right. So now let's talk about April of 2020, right? I want to draw your attention back to April. What was that area like back in April of 2020?
Just very regular space with cars. We had a Wendy's. It's a food desert area, so that was really the only restaurant. There's an alcohol package store. There were about 3 gas stations, and they were building another one. Okay. So activity in those places, but pretty quiet.
Okay. Were there any protests in April of 2020?
I don't recall any protests.
Now, let's go to June of 2020. Mm-hmm. Did that area change?
I believe that year there was more activity out in the streets, but in terms, I'm not recalling anything that's specific.
Okay. Was this something that happened in the area around June 12th of 2020?
I do know that at the Wendy's, there was an incident between an officer and an individual, which led to his death, and then they burned down the Wendy's.
All right. And once it burned down, how did the area change? Did more people started to show up?
Yes.
And
Yes.
these people showed up based off of your perception. What was the reason for them showing up?
A lot of,
Based off of her perception, she's testifying from her personal knowledge. She lived in the area, she traveled in the area, so
She can testify what she saw.
Right. So, when you traveled in the area, what did you see?
there were protests right at the Wendy's area that had burned down. We avoided university for a bit. We were aware that community members were working in order to get some peace on that street because cars had to go around people and they were trying to avoid the street on a whole. But we knew from community organizers that there were protests happening.
So let's talk about the times. So during the daytime, was it more or less traffic than during the nighttime? Bad question. During the daytime, was it more protesters out, or at nighttime, was it more protesters out?
It seemed for a while as though it was the same, and then it became where an incident where a woman was hurt by a ricochet bullet. There was a lot of protesting happening in the morning, just nonstop people. And then once that happened with that woman, it seemed as though it quieted down in terms of the amount of people.
All right. So now let's fast forward a little bit. So let's go to July 4th of 2020, where you still residing in this area.
Yes,
All right. And was this the 4th of July for you?
yes.
Tell the members of the jury how you guys typically celebrated the 4th of July.
Well, as an event manager, I always have an event on 4th of July, or we go to a friend's home or just another party of another colleague who's a promoter for a venue. So that's how we always celebrate the holidays. I'm usually working, and then I bring Chris along with me.
Okay. And do you guys buy fireworks?
Yes, that's another thing that we do. Annually, we shoot off fireworks in our neighborhood. A local building owned by a nonprofit allows us sometimes to use their area in order to do so, and the community comes out from our block.
All right. And what time did you guys leave home on July 4th of 2020?
We left home, it was still daytime. I can't give you the exact time. I know it was light out, and we headed to the downtown area.
All right. And what time did you guys return home?
I know it was night.
It was nighttime?
Yes, I know that definitely sun was down.
At this time, the state is going to publish State's Exhibit 2. It's going to be the video from the All-American Package Store.
Okay, the one that we discussed previously?
Yes.
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay. Go right ahead.
And just for the record, we are going to start at 9:35:48.
Thank you.
Pausing at 9:36:09. Ms. McCord, do you see your car?
That does look like Nisi the Nissan, yes, over there on the street.
Do you see the Nissan?
Yes.
All right. Can you tap the screen? And can you circle your car?
Hit the pencil for me.
And who were you traveling with on this particular day?
My husband.
And do you see yourself in this particular frame?
Yes.
Okay. And which side of the car?
I'm on the passenger side.
On the passenger side. Now, I want to draw your attention to the back side of your car. Are your brake lights engaged?
It appears so.
And why is that?
Because there are people in front of us that seem to be blocking the street.
Okay. And was this like typical back in April of 2020?
No, it was never typical.
All right. So was this your first time experiencing something like this on that road?
Yes, in my life.
So you would agree with me that that's not the usual flow of the traffic on University?
No, it is not, especially for July 4th.
Thank you. We're going to go to the next video. It's the All-American Package Store. For the record, we're gonna start at 21:37:02. While that's being loaded,
Erase.
tap the screen. Hit the eraser for me, and then you're gonna erase that. Now, what are we watching?
That's my car going past the package store.
Okay, so once your car goes off screen, can you tell the members of the jury what happens next?
At least 4 individuals are in front of our car and they stop us. My husband is confused about what is happening. He gets out the car after rolling the window down. A man is yelling at him. I'm not really recalling what the man was saying, but Chris is saying before he gets out the car, we live here, we're community members here. He gets out and he says that again, we're just trying to get home. We're just trying to go down the street and get home. We live here. They have more back and forth, and then Chris asks, well, can I just turn around? Can I just turn around? And then he gets in the car and he tells me they have guns. And so he lets me know that we can't go forward. So he backs up and then begins to move forward to turn around in order to make the left onto Pryor Road so that we could go home.
And at any point, did you see the guns pointed at your car?
I believe that they had weapons.
Okay.
Yes.
And what kind of weapons did you believe that they had?
Due to the lights from the car, I could see what appeared to be like at least one long barrel gun, but I'm not good with identifying the types of guns.
All right, so we're gonna resume watching. Well, let's go back. How was this experience for you during this particular moment?
Terrifying.
Okay. And tell me why you use the word terrifying.
Because it was first time ever that I felt like so just at any moment, any one of them could harm us, could harm him. And there was just nothing we could do. There was nobody around to protect us, and Chris couldn't.
Were you in fear?
Yes.
State's gonna take the video to 21:39:19. Pause it. Now, was that your vehicle we just saw come through those cones? We can rewind it.
Yes, please. Yes, that appears to be, yep, Nisi.
Okay. And did anybody move the cones out of the way for you?
To my knowledge, no.
And from here, where did you guys go next?
From here, we would have turned onto Pryor or into the gas station.
Okay.
I mean, into the alcohol package store area. But we had to make that left onto Pryor.
The state's going to switch the camera and go. And we're going to play it 9:38:30.
Any objection?
Oh, no objection, Your Honor.
Okay, go right ahead.
Who just got out of the vehicle?
My husband, Christopher.
And is he upset?
Yes,
Who just got out of the vehicle just now?
that's me.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a dress.
Pause it. Do you see an individual with a white shirt and black pants?
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is leaving.
I mean, that's a direct question about whether she sees someone like that on screen. Do you see someone like that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Can you circle that person for me? And what, if anything, does that person have in their hand?
A gun.
And is that gun pointed in the direction of your car?
Yes, it is.
You can erase that circle for me. You hit the play button. Pause it. Now, can you circle all of the individuals that you see with a, oh, I'm sorry. Do you see people with guns in this photo?
Yes, I do.
Can you please circle all of the people you see with guns in this photo? Now, do you see someone wearing all black?
I do see a person wearing all black.
Does that person have a long gun?
From this photo, I cannot tell.
Do you see a person with a red shirt?
Yes, I do.
What is the position that this person with the red shirt is in?
From my training with Chris, it would be a squatting shooting position. My husband trained me in shooting, just in case I had to defend myself.
What about the person at the top screen that you circled? What position are they in?
In a forward motion with the gun out, as in a forward shooting position.
Okay. And the person in the white tank top, what position are they in?
They are also in a forward motion with their gun drawn in a shooting position.
And where are all three of those guns pointed to?
At our car.
Play. Pause it. The person in the red shirt, what direction did they just walk in?
They started walking back down University going east.
Would that be towards the barricades?
That would be towards the barricades, yes.
And would that be the same direction that you just described the guns were pointed at you at?
While we were driving, when we first were driving,
Yes.
when we first entered University heading east, yes.
And do you see any color, or what color lettering do you see on the back of the person in the red shirt,
I see white.
And do you see a bag of any sort?
Yes, I do. Like a cross satchel bag.
We can take the video down. Thank you. And once you guys tap the screen. Once you guys left that parking lot, which way did you guys turn?
We made a left onto Pryor heading south.
Your Honor, pursuant to the business worker exception, the state would like to enter the CAT report and the 911 call.
Okay.
Your Honor, I believe that those items need to come in through a person who actually is familiar with the keeping of those documents. I don't think it's with.
Are they certified copies? Or
They are, Your Honor.
Okay, so it's two things. It's certified and it's a business record.
Perfect.
Okay, they can be admitted then.
And that's going to be, the CAD is going to be for A, and then the, I will provide,
I'll provide the business worker. So, once you guys left, did you call 911?
Yes,
And why did you call 911?
because our lives were just put at risk, and we knew other people were coming down that street. It wasn't blocked off by these people clearly as if they wanted people to keep coming down. And so we saw other people driving down, someone was going to get hurt by these individuals. So we wanted the police presence there.
Permission to approach, Your Honor?
It's granted.
I'm going to show you what has been marked as State Exhibit 5. Do you recognize State Exhibit 5? Take it out.
Yes.
And how do you recognize State Exhibit 5?
It was shown to me, and I also signed it.
Yeah. And did you have an opportunity to listen to that CD in its entirety?
Yes.
And was that a fair and accurate recollection of the 911 call you made on that particular night?
At least one of them, yes.
Your Honor, State Exhibit 5.
Objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
It's admitted.
Permission to publish State Exhibit 5, Your Honor?
Granted.
And when you call 911, who's with you?
My husband.
And where were you guys at? Like, where were you guys at when you guys called 911?
I believe for this portion, I believe we were finally at home.
Okay. Did you guys try to call 911 more than once?
Yes.
And were you guys able to get through?
We were on other occasions, yes.
Publish.
Oh, okay, now you're going to drop me off. Now you're going to drop me off?
3 was the address of the emergency.
Yeah.
Atlanta 911 was the address of the emergency.
Uber, Lyft, whoever you is that you're working for.
Atlanta 911
Yeah,
is
you do,
disconnected due to no response. Atlanta 911 operator 7663 was the address of the emergency.
Listen, the Wendy's on University. Someone put a shotgun in.
All right, where are you going to meet us at?
I don't care what I meet you, but you, the Wendy's on University. Someone put a shotgun in my face.
All right.
Do you recognize that voice?
Yes.
Or whose voice is that?
That's my husband's voice.
I don't care what I meet you, but you need.
Wendy's, University Avenue, Wendy's. It is the same area where Rayshard Brooks was shot. There are gentlemen there that are trying to regulate traffic and putting shotguns and guns in people's faces.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to meet with the police?
He pointed it at our. He pointed it at us. It was in our vehicle.
Okay.
Did you just hear yourself say that he pointed it at us?
Yes.
Would this be the same situation that you just described at the barricades?
Yes.
Meet with the police?
What the fuck? You want to meet with the police here at the corner of University Avenue?
I'm sorry, is that a yes or you're talking with him?
Yes, University Avenue.
What's your name?
You can go ahead and put it down as a citizen of South Atlanta.
No, ma'am. Listen, if you want to meet with an officer to do the report, we need someone's name that's going to be there to do the report. Now, we can send them out as a, like you don't want to meet with an officer in reference to someone. But if he's crying in the background and he feels violated, he has a right to file a police report. So does he want to file a police report, or do you just want us to go down there to check on those people at Wendy's? Those are two different things.
Okay, and then, yeah.
I couldn't hear you.
No, I have, you hear me now? Hello? Sorry.
Yeah, no, your phone is cutting out. What now?
Hi, my name is, do you hear me now with what I said my name is?
No, I didn't hear you. Do y'all want to meet with an officer, yes or no?
You said at one point that if we did not meet with an officer could come down.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. You don't have to meet with them.
I understand that, but like, I would like to know in all likelihood, how just level with me, how much likelihood would an officer go down there? Despite our scenario, what we have gone through.
Right. So I'm a call taker. So my job is to process a call. Now, what they do when they get down there, that's not on my scope of practice. So my question was, the guy that's crying, that felt violated, do you want an officer to come out to meet with him or not? Otherwise, we're going to have to move the call forward.
I would love for you, without taking our name, to send somebody down to University Avenue.
All right. And how many is out there?
Thank you so much. I would like
how many is out there?
Because our community members can't get through there and they're becoming agitated.
All
Please
right.
get people on University Avenue.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
And let's kind of talk about that. So once you arrive home, you make the 911 call. What happens next?
We made several 911 calls because we wanted to check that police had actually showed up. Chris wanted to go back on the other end of University to see, since these individuals were closer towards the Pryor Road side, he wanted to go down on the McDonough side to just see if the police had shown up. It's too risky for us to do that, and so we just kept calling to get confirmation from the operator if police did actually show up, and we could not get confirmation.
And once you got the ride home, what was Chris's, as you call him, what was Mr. McCord's reaction?
Scared, angry. It's his first time. He felt like he couldn't protect me.
Objection, Your Honor. We just heard from a witness, and any information about how that witness felt, that witness provided that information for this witness to attend.
Your Honor, we would object to the speaking objections.
Okay, it's speculative, and so I'm gonna disallow that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. McCord, have you been around your husband a couple, for, you said what, 7 years?
We've been married 7, we've been together 11 years.
Okay, and have you seen him upset?
I have.
Have you seen him happy?
Yes.
Have you seen him scared?
Yes.
Would you know the difference between those 3 emotions based off of your experience with him?
Absolutely, and because this has haunted us, it's also what he told me.
Okay, and when you said what he told you, did he tell you that night?
Objection, Your Honor.
Okay, he's testified, so try to ask these questions without quoting him.
Did Mr. McCord go back out there?
He did not go back out there.
And why not?
Objection, Your Honor. It's speculation.
Do you know of your own accord, or do you have to tell them what he said about that?
Oh no, I know from my own accord. It's not what he said.
Okay, she can answer that.
And why didn't he go back out?
And I have to live with this because I stopped him.
Okay.
He's a protector and he wanted to go, but I stopped him. I told him he had to stay and that it was too dangerous for him.
Did you listen?
Yeah.
How long after this night did you learn about the death of...
The very next morning.
And how did you learn about it?
Through Chris.
And let's go back. On the 4th of July, did you ever speak with an officer?
No.
And why did you not want to give your name on the 911 call?
I was afraid that these individuals or anyone connected to them would retaliate against us.
And once you learned about the death of Secoriea, what was your reaction? Or what did you do next?
I felt guilt. Once again, just that reliving of it, scared, angry, wishing I had done more, wishing I allowed him to do more, but still just knowing that really there's nothing we could have done.
I have no further questions for you. Defense may have some questions, but the state will pass the witness, Your Honor.
Cross-examination?
Yes, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Few questions for you. You mentioned that you had been with your husband for
11 years.
11 years. And we saw a video that was played of you traveling with your husband. You knew your husband had a gun, didn't you?
My husband does carry, yes.
Okay. We saw you on the video go past the barricade. Isn't it true that you went past more than one barricade?
And turning around, there was a barricade, but going forward, there was a barricade on the left-hand side of the street, not on the side that we drove down and other cars drove down.
We saw a video that had some people milling about on the street. Is it safe to say that there were people that were there that night that were not shown in the video?
I'm not understanding. I'm not sure if all the individuals that stopped us on the street ended up in the video.
Thank you. So we heard a 911 call that you made. And we also heard, you said you're not familiar with guns. Do you know the difference between a shotgun and a pistol?
One is smaller. I'm believing that that's the biggest difference that in my mind comes to. One is smaller than the other one.
Okay. You also mentioned that you were afraid when we saw the video. But you got out of your car when we saw the video in the parking lot.
Yes, for my husband, absolutely.
Okay. And then once you got back home, you were safe, right?
We believe so until our grocery store got vandalized very close to us.
But when you got home, you were inside of your house, correct?
The feeling did not feel safe even inside of our own home.
So was your door locked?
Yes, every time.
Okay. Nobody from that location followed you? Did they didn't follow you home?
To my knowledge, no.
Okay. Give me just 1 minute, please. I don't have any other questions for you. Thank you so much.
I have just a couple. So on cross, you were asked questions about your husband having a gun. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Did your husband ever point a gun at anybody?
No. No. And Chris, when he was a police officer, yes, he has. But in terms of post being a police officer, no. Our McCord rule is we do not point a gun unless we're going to shoot a gun.
Okay. Bad question. Did your husband point a gun at anybody on July 4th of 2020?
No, because he did not shoot anybody on July 4th, 2020.
Also, you also mentioned about your grocery store being burnt down. Do you remember that?
No, burnt down, vandalized.
Vandalized, I'm sorry. When was that?
That happened.
Your Honor, relevance?
What is relevant to that?
Your Honor, she's talking about, well, the first question was why she didn't give her name, and it goes to her particular fear and the result of what transpired on July 4th of 2020.
I'll allow it.
It happened during that month.
Okay. And how far was your grocery store from the university in part of that area?
There is one school block and one street between that grocery store and University Avenue.
One second, Your Honor. State has no further questions.
Any recross? Okay, can she be excused?
She can, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, you can be excused, which means that you can stay and watch if you want to, but you don't have to.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Do you guys need a break before they call another witness? You doing okay? Good? Okay. You need 5? Okay. Will you step out for 5 minutes?
All right, to the jury.
Mr. Conley, could you use the bathroom break? Sure. Okay. All right, go ahead.
And Judge, just for planning purposes,
Oh.
how long do we would go together so we can have the appropriate?
Let's see.
Think we'll go past 5?
No.
All right.
So if you